Hi there, Richard the Coughlin 000, how are you? And this is just a good old-fashioned response video. Oh, remember them? We used to do them? Yeah. I found this video, I can't even remember how I came across it. It's by a guy called Sword of the Spirit UK. He's from the UK, and it's Sword of the Spirit. He made this video called Homophobia, Try Heterophobia, which the title of alone I found amusing. Now what he's talking about in this video is a story that happened, it was back quite a couple of weeks ago, about a week or so ago, in a school in Rhode Island, in Warwick, Rhode Island, where a young pupil was painting a mural that was showing the depiction of the sort of growth of the ages of man, like from boy to teenager to full-grown man. And at the end of the portrait, she had drawn the man with a woman and a kid. Apparently, some do-gooding busybodies kicked up a fuss about this and said that there might be students who were there who didn't really, who you know, for them they might have gay parents, and you know, because they've got gay parents, that they might feel that might sort of make them feel isolated or a little bit left out. This has been turned into this wonderful little conspiracy and a little sort of example of how multiculturalism and political correctness have gone mad. If I hear anyone say political correctness has gone mad, right? No, it hasn't. It's mentally defective. Right? The word "mad" is offensive. Now, one thing I've learnt from YouTube is you can listen to someone burble on in a video, but I think it's always best to sort of just cut to the chase. Fuck all that shit. You hear what they got to say, blah 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 blah. But then check out the sources. And here's the problem, Sword of Spirit UK, with what you've done here. You're claiming this is heterophobic, and you've used heterophobic deliberately to try and equate the feeling of oppression and persecution that you're feeling because of this mural that was deemed sort of inappropriate or sort of maybe was under question in Warwick, Rhode Island, at a school, and you sat there in the UK, the fear that gripped your soul is now called heterophobia. You've linked as a source video How the World Works. How the World Works, Lee Doran, that bastion of integrity and honesty, he made a video about this. So you linked Lee Doran. So I'm now going through, that's 2 levels of bullshit so far. You and Lee Doran. But where did Lee Doran get it? Well, Lee Doran was kind enough to link it in his video. He got it from a website called The Blaze. The Blaze is owned by Glenn Beck. So this has now gone through 3 levels of bullshit. 3 layers of horseshit. Right? Which is Glenn Beck, Lee Doran and you. And it's come out the other end as this massive heterophobic conspiracy. Here's the problem, right? WPRO is reporting that the mural intended to depict the man of life by a 17-year-old who painted it explained that it signified man's marriage and raising of a child with a woman. Following the uproar over the image, now when they say uproar, it's probably like 1 or 2 people. Right? It's always 1 or 2 people. Right? Warwick Public Schools Superintendent Peter Horhack stepped in a press release. He explained that some of the members of Pilgrim High School community suggested that the depiction of a young man's development from boyhood through adulthood, as displayed, may not represent the life experiences of many of the students at Pilgrim High School. So they thought, why don't we just... They asked the girl who painted it, can we get rid of that bit and put something a bit more neutral? They didn't say, can we get rid of this because the idea of a heterosexual relationship being depicted is disgusting and it's horrifying, and we don't want that. We want 2 queers. Can we have 2 queers possibly jerking each other off, fingering a kid, right, in the arse? That's what we want. They didn't do that. They wanted something like neutral, like sexuality is non-specific when it came to sexuality. Is this necessary? Probably not. Are there students there who probably got gay adopted parents who don't give a shit? I imagine so. Right? But it's not done out of some fear of heterosexuality. And if there is such a thing as heterophobia, I don't think you have to worry. This is the worst thing that you have to deal with, that maybe a mural being painted at a sodding school in Rhode Island might not have a man and a woman in it. Right? It wasn't saying let's have 2 gays in it. That would be heterophobia. It would be heterophobic if they say, we don't want anything straight, oh, it has to all be gay. All be gay. That would be heterophobia, but it's not. You're doing this wonderful thing, and it's the same with the white genotards, or who go on about the anti-racist code for anti-white, and there's a white genocide. It's the same thing with the Christian dominionists who have got all the money and power in America, and they go on about how they're being persecuted. Right, they've got all the political positions, and yet they're the ones being under fire. And now the straight people are doing it. Straight people are doing it with homosexuality and heterosexuality. They're saying that, oh, heterosexuals are being persecuted. No, you're not. Right? Stop trying to bandwagon jump on actual issues. Now, it's insulting to people who actually experience real homophobia. Here's the thing. If you'd actually read to the end of the story, here's what you would have seen. In the end, the student will be able to complete the project with her original vision in mind. School committee chairwoman Bethany Furtado has joined in to say that the order to paint over the traditional marriage portion of the artwork should never have happened. So, this devastating act of political correctness and multiculturalism and heterophobia has resulted in the mural being completed with the man and the woman the way it was always going to be. In short, someone paints a painting, a few people whinge about it, the people in charge panic, may overreact a bit and order it to be sort of removed, but then in the end they painted it in the end as it would have been in the first place. In short, nothing happened. So what we have here is a non-story about a non-event that has managed to be turned into this great big conspiracy of bigotry against heterosexuality simply because it went through Clem Beck, Lee Doran and then you. There are real problems in the world. Stop whinging about shit like this. It's nothing. It's not heterophobia. It wasn't done out of any fear of heterosexuality. It was a few oversensitive, worried little woolly wankers who were getting a bit put off, probably by some whinging do-gooders who should know better. Grow up. Richard Dick Coughlin, 000. Good night, may God be less.